relationship. After 2 years, like I said, I started seeing different movements. I wasn't getting invited to the parties anymore. I wasn't getting invited to the family functions. Things that we were doing in the house were changing. Like we used to put our phones on the dresser, and now his phone wasn't on the dresser anymore. It started to be in his pants pocket, wrapped up in the corner of the pants. And I'm like, when did this change? Like what became different? And
Right.
I couldn't explain it. Couldn't
So
explain it.
gradually, so it was a gradual thing then. You see, you saw the changes gradually.
Yeah, because people will get in your ear and they will start to tell you, "Oh, your wife don't love you if she don't do this." But you got to
Mm.
figure, I was making $15 an hour. I'm buying an unlimited Metro card for him and an unlimited Metro card for me, school clothes, paying all the bills in my house, and still maintaining us so that we can eat every day. So I didn't understand how much faster they wanted me to move with this paperwork,
Right.
but they expected me to. So I
Mm.
waited till I got my taxes. I paid for the papers. And then he started to get his green card. I actually knew a janitor in my building who ended up getting him his first real job. He's still
Mm.
at that job till today, still
What?
with the same company,
Wow.
you know. So um I've started to realize we both worked in Metro Tech, and he was talking to girls all over Metro Tech. I would come outside for lunch and see him sitting with a girl and be like, "Oh, that's my coworker." The next day she's outside bringing him lunch,
Mm.
or meeting him at somewhere downtown. And I've lived downtown for 23, 22, almost 23 years.
Mm.
I'm
So
from Fort
everywhere
Greene
down.
What
too.
Excuse
green?
me?
Yeah, I said I'm from Fort Greene too.
Right, and I lived down here so long that the people know me from coming in stores, and I worked down here for a very long time too. So, people started telling me, like, "I seen your husband at lunch with this woman this afternoon," and I'm like, okay, now he's embarrassing me. So it was really messed up,
Mm.
and finally after 5 years, you know, um, I was downtown one day, and a reader lady walked up to me and she was like, "Sister, I need to talk to you." And I'm like,
A
I don't
reader
deal
lady.
with the black magic. Yeah,
Woman to woman, how do you understand?
so I was
Shirley.
sitting downtown. Absolutely, exactly. Shirley was in the building. So she sat me down, and I was on Fulton Street, right in front of the Dwayne Reed, and she said to me, "Sister, I need to talk to you." She said, "Here's my card. Call my brother, and he's going to help you." And I'm saying, like, at this time, I'm already like going through motions. I'm crying. Women are calling my house. Women are calling my job that was supporting us. And I'm like, for me, I'm a woman like this. If you're a man and you're going to cheat, do your thing, but I should never find out.
Mm-hmm.
There should be, some kind of respect level you have for me as your wife, that I should never know what's going on. I know plenty of men who have side women and they woman and their wife in the same room and they don't know.
Mm.
So for me, seeing this situation play out, I'm like coming home and my phone is ringing. As soon as I answer the phone, the woman hang up, you know, or women were calling in my job telling me to leave their man alone, and I'm like,
Mm.
this is my husband, So
Right.
it was very weird, very
Wow.
very weird. And we got to the 5 year mark. I went to see the reader person, and he told me that my husband was cheating with a woman who had an accent similar to his.
So hold on. When you say a reader person, was it a tarot reader? Because Miss Athena is actually a tarot card reader.
Oh no, no, no. This was like
A psychic
oh,
reader.
like an Ovia woman,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say Ovia because that's not what they call them,
Right.
So I
Spiritual
don't
reader then, like a spiritual
a
vessel.
spiritual reader. There you go.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So he sat me down and he said, "Sister, you've been crying for a long time and blah blah blah." And he's like, but the woman that is dealing with your husband has taken a piece of your clothing and buried it and did all of these wild stuff to it. And I'm like, what? He told me so much stuff that I was crying, bawling in his room while
So
he was
stuff that he
there.
was telling you, was it accurate?
Yeah, the woman that he was cheating with, she looked like a man. But anyway, she had an accent. She was like from uh maybe Grenada,
Mm.
and he told me that she had a stutter, which she did.
Oh wow.
Wow. So he told you all these things and it was true.
It was true. It
Wow.
was true. He
Mm.
told me that the woman was a stutterer, and he started telling me how she was sending stuff from my husband because He moved out. He didn't tell me where he was, but he didn't want me to have anybody else. So he would show up at my house at like 6 o'clock in the morning, banging down my door so that I would open the door for him. When I didn't, he kicked my door off the hinges.